new little banners and stuff, and we're closer to the screen, but we're really not. That's all to say, I've completely forgot what I normally say. Uh,
I didn't,
Charlie,
bro. I didn't. It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm your boy, Charlie Touche. Got my co host, Kadeem Simmons, with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast, and official affiliates of Fanatics, where you could be a fanatic of your favorite franchise. Kadeem, what's the word?
there's so much to say. There's also so little to say. But yeah, just to kind of like, if you're watching this and it's like, well, hold on, where's the intro music and like what's with the new banner and the layout, all that kind of stuff. The peek behind the curtain, we are moving from one streaming platform to another. And yeah, this is the first episode on that new streaming platform. So as the as a YouTuber would say, leave a like, comment below, tell us what you think of the new look. But yeah, Charlie, new league year in a few days, which means it's season 7 of Go Time Dolphins.
I feel like I don't feel like that. I feel like it's six, bro. So I guess it could be season seven. It could be the beginning of season seven.
Yeah, so our first season was the 2020 season, and that was lockdown, correct?
That was COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If you say so, bro. Yeah.
um, I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure we're about to enter season 7 of Go Time Dolphins. So yeah, and we also have. See, this is interesting. So because we have a new streaming platform, the way we view chats is different before. So we're gonna try this and see what it looks like. Shout out to FA. He says, "What's up, Charlie? What do you make of the new look and how it looks? Well, how does it
Uh,
look for you?"
we'll get to that later, bro. We got to entertain the people. Yeah. Let's get into the actual show, bro.
So the somewhat I'll say topic of this episode, this show is something you brought up as we was talking beforehand, and it's what's the direction of the 2026 Miami Dolphins? Where did that come from, Charlie?
Say that one more time. A lot of stuff going on right now in my phone, bro. A
The,
lot of stuff.
the direction, like again, we don't really talk too much off air about the Dolphins,
Mm-hmm.
unless it's like some things are happening and we're in a group, we'll be chatting, but we don't normally discuss, yeah, the actual ins and outs of the Dolphins. But yeah, you brought up the direction of the Dolphins. Um, yeah, where did that come from?
Yeah, yeah. Like, what's going on? You, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like what are we doing? How many people said that? Shout out to Scott Van Pelt. Shout out to I forget the lineman on the Miami Hurricanes when Cristobal didn't take a knee and he was still running it for whatever reason. Then we fumbled and then we lost the game. And dude was crying on the sideline, like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing, Miami Dolphins? Uh, DJ Moore was traded from the Chicago Bears to the Buffalo Bills. For everyone who knows, if you know, you know, Waddle, our Jalen Waddle, was almost traded to the to the Buffalo Bills during the season last year for a 27 first and a 26 third round pick. The hope was we could rekindle that flame, send Waddle to Buffalo for a first and a third. We give them the lemon and Waddle, who's always limping and always dropping balls, and he ends up in the division, and we kind of hit him with a quote unquote division tax, but we really know what's up. But that didn't happen, or at least it hasn't happened yet, and it doesn't look like it will happen because they just traded for DJ Moore. And if I'm being honest with you, Kadeem, I think that's a better trade than the Dolphins trade, which would have been a first and a third for Waddle, when you could just you can receive. I think they received a fifth and DJ Moore, or yeah, yeah, they received the fifth and DJ Moore, and they gave up a third. So give me that over the Waddle trade, and they did that right, bro. I think they got that right in Buffalo.
It's funny because what I saw on social media and from a few of my NFL chats, people hated this trade. If you're Buffalo, he's what 29, coming off not his best year, but you've got to pay him quite a lot of money, especially in a wide receiver class where it might not be as stacked as what we had last year, but you can probably get a few dudes. Now, obviously, you might not have the time and the patience given the team you've built over the last few years. And I imagine Joe Brady might not have the leash that a or the length of a leash, I should say, that a Sean McDermott had. But I genuinely think you might be the only person I've seen praise that particular trade. Everyone else is just like, this makes zero sense. And it's a sign that Joe Brady has to win now.
What the DJ Moore trade?
Yeah,
In your opinion, Kadeem, would you rather have DJ Moore, and would you rather give up a third round pick for DJ Moore, or give up a first and a third round pick for Jalen Waddle?
I thought Buffalo gave up a second.
I thought it was a third. Let's bring it up. Fact check,
Uh,
stat check.
uh,
We got to make sure we can start off on the right foot. Fact check,
uh,
stat check, and if even if it was a second, it could have been a second. But let's find
it's a
out.
second. So it's a second and they get a fifth rounder back.
All right. So they gave up a second, a 26 second. Is that correct?
Yep, 26
So they
seconds.
gave up a second round pick in this year's draft for DJ Moore, and they receive a fifth round pick coming back. So
Yep,
DJ Moore and a fifth, and but they gave up a second. Would
yep.
you rather give up a second and receive DJ Moore and a fifth, or would you rather give up a first and a third and receive Jalen Waddle?
The third would have been, actually, no, I'd probably give up. I'd probably give up the first because wasn't the first next year?
2027. Yeah,
Yeah,
2027, and it's a third this year.
then yeah,
But
I'd give up.
who do you think is a better receiver today? Jalen Waddle or DJ Moore?
I'd probably take Waddle than more.
That's why we disagree. Because I would take DJ Moore over Waddle. Now I understand Waddle's the younger receiver with the higher ceiling, but I don't think he's ever gonna hit that ceiling ever again. I think the days of Waddle is done. I think Waddle will never return to what he used to be um 2 years ago and then 3 seasons ago when he broke the rookie receiving record and then he went for 1,400 yards on the opposite side of Tyreek Hill. I think that Waddle is long gone. I think our boy got paid. He's worried about a lot of things that's not football. And I don't think that's ever going to return. I think he's going to start taking games off, like instead of playing through injuries, which he gets hurt way too much. Bro, give me who I already think is the better receiver in DJ Moore, and I only gave up a third. So that's where we disagree. And you said I'm the only one you heard praise the trade, and I that's the hill I'm willing on going out on. See, I'm learning, Kadeem. Certain words, certain words you shouldn't say on YouTube, but that's the hill I'm willing to go out on. Is I would take DJ Moore over Jalen Waddle today.
But then I also think I imagine you would be willing to pay DJ Moore $23 million.
Are we
It's
paying? Ain't we paying Jalen Waddle 29,
again, I would double check.
28 ish?
Jalen Waddle is getting paid uh via Spotrac. His cap hit for 2026 is $11 million.
For 2026.
Yep. So you're paying
What?
Jalen Waddle
Hold
11
on, hold
million this year.
on. Let me fact check stat check the fact check stat checker. because I
Do you
don't
know
know
what
how
this is?
accurate that is. Go
You
ahead.
know what? I will bring it up on thing as well on stage because I know Charlie is starting to lose the argument and is trying to find ways
No, no,
to.
no, 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 no.
No, no, no.
No, the
This is the
conversation,
first time that
the
you are
conversation is
questioning
different.
my stat check.
Yeah, it is. I ain't gonna lie. This is the first time I'm questioning the stat check. But I will say this: it's a different conversation if Waddle only gets paid $11 million this year.
It's
For sure,
$33
it's a
million
different conversation.
the year after, but in 2026 it's 11 mil.
And everybody was on Chris Greer for something somehow. That's crazy. So yeah, it's 33 million in 2027 and 37 million in 2028. It's funny how everybody was on Chris Greer though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it looked like Chris Greer got that part right too. Suddenly.
And
So yeah, with that being said, give me Jalen Waddle for $11 million over DJ Moore for 20 anything. Like, straight up. So I understand that part. Longevity, I still need to move on from Jalen Waddle. Because now his cap hit next season is still gonna be $33 million. And then we gonna pay him that? Do do you believe Jalen Waddle could be the one on this team? Could he?
it's annoying because people always look at the paper planes game where there's no Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle goes off and it's like cool, fair enough. But we saw this year when Hill missed most of the season and Waddle just never really got going. However, no one got going. Like,
And Tua fell off a cliff.
yeah,
So, by the way, I got a Tua shirt on for anyone who doesn't know. And if you're an audio listener, Tua's still my dog. Yeah, Tua did fall off a cliff though. Multiple things could be true. He's my dog, but he fell off a cliff. I could call a spade a spade. So one can argue, okay, well maybe Waddle didn't get off the way he was supposed to because he doesn't have a quarterback. If someone said that, I'm not going to argue with that person. Can't argue with that person. So I will fall on the sword and say keeping Waddle for only $11 million on the cap this season is the right thing to do over DJ Moore. However, you want a first and a third for Waddle, though. I still would take the first and the third for Waddle. I will say that even though Waddle only counts on $11 million of the cap this year, he's going to account for 33 million next year. So if he doesn't ball out this year, which I don't see how he would, because we're going to be at the bottom of the barrel, who's going to pay $33 million for Waddle next season? So you still should move him, in my opinion. So I am wrong about, okay, the Waddle over DJ Moore with the finances part, but I'm not wrong about we should still move Waddle, in my opinion, for that first and that third. But now we don't have, that's not on the table no more. While we're on the subject, though, Kadeem, I had a dream 2 days ago, and it's not January, and it's no longer January is Martin Luther King's birthday, and February is Black History Month, and I still had this dream. I had a dream, Kadeem, and it was so vivid that Jalen Waddle got traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was so vivid, Kadeem, that it didn't even feel like a dream. It felt like a premonition. It felt like, oh, this is gonna happen. And I was so excited about it because I didn't care what the compensation was. I was just glad that we moved on and we got something for him. And then the Steelers ended up with JK, DK, and Jalen. And I'm happy for them boys, but I would still move on from Jalen Waddle.
but we've had this conversation a few times. I still move on from Achan. No one else wants to, and I'm just like, nah, it's cool. And again, it's if I'm going to be bad, what's the point of being bad with a good running back? If if Waddle goes, Achan goes as well, and I'm rebuilding.
So here's the thing, Kadeem. That's why the banner that's on the screen right now says, "What is the plan?" Because it looks as if the plan is going to be moving forward and building around Waddle and Achan. And if that's the case, I don't love it, I understand it, but it's like, man, can we really trust Waddle to put the team on Waddle's back as a wide receiver one? Even when we have a quarterback, can we trust that? I don't know that we can. I don't believe we can. This is not the Waddle who hadn't got paid yet in his rookie contract that was playing for a rookie contract. This is the Waddle who has already gotten paid and is probably going to take some time off. Like, you know what? This team's trash. I'm gonna go ahead and take some time and not play through this injury, which is probably the smart thing to do. I'm just saying.
One of the
I will.
things,
I will give credit for Waddle for this, just in case dog do come across the screen and be like, who these boys? Waddle did say this. We played in the game. Can't remember who we played, but it was the game that Tyreek Hill left early, and Waddle was like, "Reek, Cheetah, you out? Cheetah." Like he was still Waddle was still on the field playing, being a team player. McDaniel still calling the game as if we have a chance to go to the playoffs, which we were out of it. And Tyreek looked up at the scoreboard and said, "Yo, there's no reason for me to be playing in this game. Get me out of here. I don't need to be playing just to be playing." Is what he said, quote unquote. You feel me? And Waddle, being a soldier of the team, like, nah, I'm going down with the ship. What's that Dotto song? White Flag. Ah, na, 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 na. And I
yeah,
won't put my hands up and surrender. That's a jam, Kadeem. Bro, I
it
got I got
is.
the acoustic version. There will be no white flag above my door. I'm in love. I hate this team that I'm in love with, bro. And always will be. But yeah, man.
We have some more comments. The Great Finns fan says, "How you two been? It's a late second, so it's a third. No, a late second is a second. A third is a third. That's like if you pick in the 30-second pick in the first round, you don't go, oh, that's an early second. No, it's the first round pick. You have the 5th year option. So I'm sorry, a late second isn't a third, a late first isn't a second, or a late fourth isn't a fifth. If it's in the like no, that's not how picks work. There's this for for soccer fans. There was
For
this
sucker fans,
mass pardon?
for sucker fans,
Yeah, like
they're
if
suckers,
pardon?
they're suckers.
No, soccer as in football soccer. This guy, like you knew exactly what I said as well. Um, there's this like famous argument on Twitter where two people are arguing about a player's age, and essentially it boils down to you're 28 until you're 29. Someone's trying to argue, it's like, oh, if you're
He's 30.
28 and like 200 days, it's like, oh, that means you're 29. It's like, no, I'm not 29. I'm 28. So yeah, you're 28 until you're 29, and it's a late second until it's a third. That's the first thing. The second thing, the Great Finns fan said, he said, you're reaching on that, my boy. Two a trash behind was not it. Put a competent QB there and watch Waddle
Hold on,
bubble.
hold on. Shout out to the great Fins fan. Thank you. We appreciate you. But what am I reaching on? I said Tua fell off a cliff. Like, what am I reaching on, bro? He
I
fell
think
off a cliff. I said that.
I think he's saying that a
That
decent
Waddle can't be a wide receiver one.
no, sorry, I think he's saying he can be with a good quarterback. Two is a trash quarterback, so Waddle never played like a one.
Yeah, but when you're reaching, Kadeem, that's reaching in the opposite direction. Typically, when someone says you're reaching, it's you're reaching for something good. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, Waddle could be the best receiver in the league. Oh, that's a reach. I'm saying he's not it. Waddle isn't it. He got paid and he's never going to return to what he was before. And now, apparently, the great Fins fan is saying I'm reaching that way. I never heard reaching to be reaching for something less.
As in like reaching down, if anything, instead of reaching
Yeah,
up.
I'm reaching
But
down instead of opposed to reaching up. Like I never heard reaching used that way. I feel like there needs to be a different terminology for that.
we'll we'll figure it out. It was oh, part of the direction, and it depends on who you're listening to. Are the Dolphins rebuilding or are they resetting? Shout out to Mark. He says, with no QB and no offensive line, we're rebuilding. But from what the decision makers say, it's like, no, this isn't like a rebuild, but still gonna be competitive. Also, very quickly, I do love the fact it's like make a quick banner, chuck it on here, and it's like I quite like that.
I
It's,
ain't gonna lie,
it's
Kadeem, that was I wasn't gonna say it on air. I was gonna wait. I'm like, hey, bro, that was a smooth transition you did with that banner, boy. Hey, them banners was smooth, boy. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna tell you later, but since you brought it up and pat your own back, I might as well give you your flowers now too, bro. I'll be real with you, Kadeem. That's why the question is, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Is this a rebuild or is a reset? Because I think 90% of Dolphin fans will say, yo, we have to rebuild this thing, tear it down to the studs, build it up the right way. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't feel like a rebuild right now. And if you're going to keep Waddle and you're going to keep Achan and somehow move from Chubb, it's oh, by the way, we might as well throw this out there. Shout out to Alec Ingold and Jason Sanders. We appreciate your tenure here and in Miami, but I'll be real with you. Like I didn't want to see Ingo go. It's going to be a different offense, so probably won't be a need for him anymore. Um, Me and Ingo share some things in common. Some stuff that actually I don't think I ever shared on the podcast, so I won't share it now. But me and Ingo share some things, and there was an attachment with Alec Ingo and myself, and Jason Sanders, bro. That you know what I'm saying? Where he kicked us into the playoffs against the Cowboys, and he put up the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then showed his hand. Listen, we appreciate you. I don't know if the Dolphins did or not, but they were supposed to give you a thank you post, like thank you, Jason Sanders. Did they, Kadeem?
I will double check. They definitely did with Alec Ingold. They had a leader on and off the field. Thank you, Alec. Uh, yeah, they do. 8 seasons as a Dolphins. Thank you, Jason Sanders. And the clip they used was the field goal against the
For
Cowboys.
sure. For sure, that was a
Yeah.
moment. You know what they didn't do? They didn't wish Tua a happy birthday though.
They no, they
They
did that on
didn't do
purpose.
that, bro.
They 100% did that on purpose because they wished Tyreek Hill a happy birthday, and that was after they announced that he was leaving. So
No,
they haven't announced that Tua's leaving yet.
and they didn't wish him happy birthday. That's
Like,
wild, bro. So I was thinking, you could, yeah, I was thinking, whose decision is that? Because you know, there's PR, and then there's some higher ups where you know there's transitions every single year. There's a conversation around players whose birthdays it is and who's transitioning out. And you and I, Kadeem, were in España in November, not even 6 months ago, and we noticed that Tua wasn't on no his image wasn't to be anywhere to be found. We had to go. I don't know if we ever even found it. I know we were looking around and we didn't see images of Tua anywhere. We seen a lot of images of this player. We seen images of that player. We didn't see images of Tua. And we're talking about big life size stuff and like this person's all over the side of the stadium, stuff like that. We didn't see Tua. Um, Maybe we seen him on the stadium, but other at the park and everything, we didn't see none of that stuff. So whose decision is it? Who whose desk does it land on? Hey, do we say happy birthday to Tua this year on social media? I want to know whose decision that is to make. That's an interesting one. And then yet you say
I
happy
got it
birthday to
wrong.
Tyreek Hill.
They didn't wish Hill happy
I
birthday.
didn't think so. Like that's
They
crazy.
gave
That would
they
be
sorry, it was a thank you post. They gave him a thank you post, but they didn't say happy birthday. I'm just double
all right.
checking now.
Since we here, does Tua get a thank you post when we release him?
You have to. Like,
I mean, I'm thinking he on the team. I think you have to say happy birthday too. So you say you have to. So apparently
but,
they don't have to.
but they didn't wish Hill a happy birthday. Um, they did wish a happy birthday. No,
Hold on, Kadeem. Isn't Tyreek Hill supposed to be released, or is he released? Did he
he's
get
to be
released?
released.
And they didn't wish him happy birthday,
They didn't know, but they gave him a thank you post.
but they gave him a thank you post.
Yes.
All right, I see where this is going. So you think Tua gets a thank you post,
I think so. Yeah.
bro? I'm gonna feel some type of way if dog if Uzi don't get a thank you post, bro. I'm gonna feel some type of way, bro. Like all the fans that we got, and I understand that. Oh, you remember the Homer Simpson gift? Homer Simpson, he walking back into the
Oh
bushes
yeah.
like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when everybody and you can't retro date credit for Flores. Oh, I guess Flores was right all along. How could he be right all along when Tua showed up as soon as Flores left? Like the best 2 seasons of the Miami Dolphins in 30 years were as soon as Flores left. So you can't just be right 3 years later. Like it doesn't work like that. Flores was right. Now it doesn't work like that. All right. So I said that to say this. Everybody who said Tua was trash before while Flores was here and they try to get behind Flores going out after Deshaun Watson, and there was some really loud podcasts, bro. I will never forget y'all boys. Well, it's one dude in particular. I would never forget the dude who was so loud about Flores and Watson paired together. I would never forget that. Ever, 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 ever,
What, the
ever.
Broncos
Okay?
fan?
No, 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 not him. He and that's another dude I would never forget. A Dolphin fan that's no longer a Dolphin fan, but he's a Broncos fan now.
Not
Dog had a hold up. Dog had a legit Dolphins podcast, and now he's a Broncos fan. I don't know how you do that. Kadeem, can you imagine that I go from the co-host of the Go Time Dolphins podcast, and then next season I'm not a Dolphins fan no more. Or I guess that's what TD did, kind of. You know what? I guess these boys just cut from different cloths, bro. I don't know.
what's funny? That Broncos fan, I found a photo he sent me of him with a Liam Eichenberg jersey. And again, one, we know how we got the Eichenberg jersey. So the fact that he went out of his way to get an Eichenberg jersey, to then trash him and call him trash, and then stop supporting the Dolphins entirely, that's crazy. Very, very quickly as well. So they gave Tyreek Hill a thank you post.
Mhm.
They never gave one to Bradley Chubb. Friend of the podcast, Bradley Chubb, didn't get a thank you post.
I don't know if friend of the podcast Bradley Chubb deserved a thank you post though. Kadeem. To be fair, I don't know if he deserved a thank you post. Like we're talking about 8 seasons, Jason Sanders. We're talking about like yo, there's some memorable games Jason Sanders had. Um, we're talking about Tyreek Hill, memorable games Tyreek Hill had. I don't know that Bradley Chubb gets a thank you post. And that's my dog. Chubb is my dog.
But then, does Alec Ingold deserve a thank you post?
I think any fullback deserves a thank you post, bro. That's CTE waiting to happen, bro.
A- Alec Ingold. So the thank you post: 4 seasons, 3 team captains, 2 Walter Payton Man of the Year, 1 Pro Bowler.
Hold on. Nominated for 2 Walter Payton Man of the Year. He didn't win 2 Walter Payton Man of the Year, did he?
They
He didn't
they've
win. He
got
didn't. He didn't. He
they've got
didn't.
they've got Walter Payton Man of the Year club winner times two.
Oh no. Club winner. He wasn't
Oh,
the
sorry, yeah, so yeah,
NFL. He
yeah.
wasn't the NFL Walter Payton Man of the Year award winner. He was.
No,
He was not that. Yeah, that's different. So
but
I understand. I understand. That's more comparable. Alec Ingold and Bradley Chubb. Why should one or the other get a thank you post and the other one doesn't? I get it. I will also lean on the side of I don't think neither one really should have got a thank you post.
yeah.
But Jason Sanders should have.
Oh yeah. Sanders, yes. Hill. Listen, I never wanted him in the first place for reasons we've discussed. Um, but it's like Hill and Chubb get released on the same day. Hill gets one, Chubb doesn't, and then Sanders and
Alec Ingold.
Ingold released on the same day, and they both get one. And to me, it goes back to the whole: well, who's making this decision? Like just 3 years, the injury he suffered. Like he had what, 8.5 seasons, 8.5 sacks this season. Again, it's nothing. Oh, my day is amazing, but I still think a thank you post probably deserved only
I ain't gonna lie.
because you
I don't
then
even
when he
think,
gave
bro.
one to
I don't even think we should have let him go. By the way, like,
oh yeah
let alone a thank you post. I don't even think we should have let him go. But if we did let him go, I don't think he deserved a thank you post. So that's who we are. But I will tell you this: back to these Homer Simpson Dolphin fans. Everybody was real quiet when Tua was balling for them 2 seasons. And yeah, I could hear Sherrod voice, Sherrod Steve voice in the distance saying, it was only 2 seasons. And then Sherrod wouldn't even say that. He'll say it was only one. It was only one season. Like, so shout out to Sherrod. And I can hear his voice say it. You know what I'm saying? But being real, them boys faded into the black. Like, yo, no one had nothing to say about, okay. And even the Chargers fans, well, yo, why y'all coming after her? Why y'all coming after us? Why can't we have two? Why can't we both have good quarterbacks? That's how good Tua was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, we don't want no smoke. Why y'all have a good quarterback and we have a good quarterback? What is what the Chargers fans were saying. So don't all of a sudden come back with the I told you so's, you Homer Simpson fans who backed up into the bushes into oblivion, and then now that Tua is stinking up the joint. Oh, I told you he was trash. Like, come on, man. It's funny. But dog need to get a thank you post, bro.
yeah
I'm dead serious, bro. That's trash if he doesn't.
yeah. Uh, the great Finn fans did respond. He said, uh, Charlie, you said he won't be able to return to his form. I'm telling you, he can. If you put an established QB there, he can return to form. But you are right, he's not a one.
What are we doing here?
That's what he said.
What are we doing here? Hey yo, I appreciate the comment again. I just feel like that's not considered reaching though. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't hear teams in the NFL reach or trade down and say they're reaching. They trade up and they say, "Oh, you reach for that player. You went too high for that player." You know what I'm saying? So that's not reaching, in my opinion. But I guess two things can be true. I just disagree with that. How can Waddle return to form but not be a wide receiver one? Because when he was in form, he was a wide receiver one. And that
Not
was a part.
necessarily.
Kadeem,
Yes.
how many times on this podcast did we say the Dolphins have the best receiving core in the league or the top 3 receiving core in the league? And then it was up against this team and that team and other players, other teams who had 2 wide receiver ones on their team. Like, yo, Waddle was a wide receiver one when he broke the rookie reception record. He was a wide receiver one when Tyreek Hill was opposite side of him in the first season, and them boys both went over 1,200 yards receiving. They were both wide receiver runs, and that was when he was in peak form. So
I
I'm
think
saying he's not getting back to that, but if he gets back to that, he's a one.
I think not to say not to say he wasn't a one, more to say like especially alongside Tyreek Hill, it was a nice 1-2 punch. And I think they it was a great duo in which there was a clear one and a great sidekick, a Batman
No,
and a Robin.
bro, it was 1A, 1B.
It
Just
wasn't Batman and
because
Superman. It was
bro,
Batman and Robin.
just because you had Tyreek Hill on your team doesn't mean Waddle wasn't a one. We just happen to have 2 ones on our team. That's what I'm saying. Yes, Tyreek Hill was the true one, 1A for sure, no doubt about it. But if your other receiver is going off for 1,400 yards and
Whoa, 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 whoa. Was it 1,400 yards?
it was like I think it was 1,200 actually in
That's
real
a
life.
200 yards is quite a difference to go from
Okay, but it's back to
1,200 to
back season. It's back
1,400.
to back season. So the first season was like 111, 110 receptions. The second season was 1,200 yards receiving. Let's go fact check, stat check. How many yards did Waddle have in his second season with the Miami Dolphins?
So first
Second season with
season,
Tyreek.
104 receptions, not 110.
Okay.
Second season, 1,356 yards, and then he drops to 1,014, which is actually quite interesting because his rookie was 1,015.
So it
So
wasn't 1,200. It was 1,000.
he's hit, yeah, he's hit 1,000 twice and 1,300 once.
When was the 1,300-yard season?
2022.
Is that the season with Tyreek? Yeah, that's the Tyreek season.
Yeah.
So I said 12. First of all, I said 14, down to back to 12, but it was really 13.
Yeah.
Hold up, 13 what? Because we might have to round this thing up.
1356.
Oh, so it was 1,400
It
yards.
wasn't 1400
It was
because
1,400 yards.
no.
We're
Because
rounding up,
listen,
bro.
hold on,
We're
no.
rounding
Right,
up.
right. Same way, 28 isn't 29, and
No,
late
that's not
second
the
isn't
same.
third.
That's not the same.
1300 and a half isn't 14. Like
It
it's
is
clear.
14.
It isn't.
We're
No,
rounding
because
up.
no, listen, you can round up all you want. If you go into the negotiation table and be like, I got 1400 yards, they'll be like, but you didn't. You got 1356. So I'm not
Kadeem,
giving you
if it was
1400 yards contract when you didn't hit
if it was
1400 yards.
1,320 yards, they'll say you had 1,300 yards receiving. If it was 1,380 yards, they would say you had 1,400 yards receiving. We're rounding up, bro. I was right. It was
No.
1,400 yards.
You're rounding up. There's a massive difference.
No,
Math
no,
is
no, no, no,
math.
no.
Math is quite basic.
Consensus rounds up in this case. We're round. He had 1,400 yards,
No,
bro. I
you're
was right.
rounding up to
I was
prove a
right.
point.
I
All
was
I'm
right, bro.
saying
I was
is
right.
it's fine. It's fine. No, but we can even put it out there. Did he get 1300 or 1400? Because I'm looking at it right now. There's no four in that number.
It was 1,356.
Yeah.
That's 1,400, bro. You
Okay.
round up, bro.
So
Like,
if he got
hold on,
1349,
what's the
then what?
math system in London? What y'all boys getting taught? What
Say again,
what's
sorry?
going over there?
No,
Y'all don't
no,
get taught to round up in
no.
London?
I understand the concept of rounding up, and I'm not saying you're wrong to round up, because if you round up, yes, it is 1400.
So when do
All
we
I'm
round up?
saying,
What's the
fam,
rule of rounding up? When do we round up?
in this case, because he passed 50, then essentially, yeah, you probably would round up to 1400. All I'm saying is that he doesn't get 1400 yards,
Hey,
and in no point in his career, you know what?
hey, Kadeem, I don't know if I ever said this on the podcast. I'm gonna say it now. I love you, bro. I love you, dog. Like you, my dog, man. You, my
Question
boy.
for you:
What's up?
did Tyreek Hill have a 2000-yard season?
He did not. He had 1,800 yards.
But then you could also technically round up to
1,800 and
2000.
what? He had 1,800 and what? Let's talk about this.
He
It
never.
was 18 something, right? Oh, it was 17, wasn't it? Wasn't it like
It
1792 or
was
something?
1799.
So I said 1792. That's 1,800. That's not 2,000. What's
But
going
why
on
not?
here?
Because you can round up to 2000.
Oh, bro,
To the
you acting
nearest
right
thousand. Okay,
now, bro.
no. Math. 1799 to the nearest thousand is what?
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. It's,
No,
it's
no,
2,000.
no, 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 no.
2,000. No, it's
That's a
2,000.
simple question.
It's 2,000, Kadeem. The
There we go
nearest
then.
thousand is 2,000. Kadeem, I'm gonna be real with you. We're not supposed to know this stuff to the number, bro. And it's scary that we do, dog. Like it's a little scary that we know to the number. Like, didn't he have 1792? That's crazy. That's madness, bro.
Also,
And didn't he
again,
miss a game? Didn't he miss a game?
Tyreek
I think
Hill.
he got hurt during a game. And
Yeah, played 16 games.
yeah. Yeah.
Funny enough, on Jalen Waddle, he actually had more yards last year than he did in 2024.
He had more than 13. Oh, 24. 2024.
Yeah.
All right. New question, new drink. Does Jalen Waddle return to form with the Miami Dolphins? Do we ever see Jalen Waddle return to form with the Miami Dolphins? And I don't want to hear if he has a quarterback. I don't want to hear if Tua gets traded. I don't want to hear if Tua stays. The question is, does he return to form in Miami? That's the question.
Can you answer first while I quickly do something?
What's the question? The same question. You
Yeah.
already know my answer. Yeah, do what you got to do. But my answer is no, he doesn't. And because he doesn't return to form, I don't believe he's a wide receiver one anymore. So I was happy handing him over in the division. Like, yo, if Jalen Waddle gets paid what I thought he was getting paid, which was $30 million, $28 million this year, apparently he gets that next year. We are not going to see this dude. Dude might go Preston Williams on us and play 8 games a season. I'm telling you, bro. Jalen Waddle is not dialed in like you want your people to be dialed in. He's not Emeka Ibuka, who you could put in the middle of nowhere and he'll be an all pro, or you could put him in Vegas, New York, LA, or Miami, and he's still an all pro. Emeka Ibuka is cut from that cloth. Jalen Waddle is not.
So I'm nearly done. Um, I want to say yes. I just don't strongly believe it with my whole chest.
Hold on. Damn,
So
if
for
you believe it's a yes, why would you send him to Buffalo?
because everyone has a price and everyone can go. I believe Achan could be one of the best running backs in the league.
Because he
Off
is.
you go.
Because he is.
Cool. But you can still go. Like again, I'm rebuilding. So yeah, I'm not keeping Achan. I'm not keeping Waddle. I'm not keeping Aaron Brewer. The only person I probably would keep is Patrick Paul. So
Damn, you need a foundation. What's the foundation that you're trying to build on?
well
One
then
one person?
okay, thing is that goes back to the question we had earlier, which is are you rebuilding or resetting?
Right. So what is it? Even in a rebuild, you need a foundation, and even in a reset, you need a foundation. It's a different foundation for both, in my opinion. But yeah,
But no,
even off
because
the book,
I'm rebuilding the foundation. So like the clock starts again at zero. So Patrick Poole, you've had 2 years in Miami. Aaron Brewer, you've got your money. Everyone can go. Like I said, the only person I probably would keep is Patrick Poole because I haven't paid him yet. But Aaron
Kadeem,
Brewer's being paid. Off
no
you go.
rebuild, no rebuild has like just factory reset it and began with 0 players on the roster. You still build around something. That's a rebuild.
Okay,
Like you
so
still you're not just going factory reset to the default settings and there's 0 people on the roster.
let me land. Aaron Brewer can go. Andrew Meyer is my starting center. There's been good talk around the building. So cool. Now we're gonna see what you can actually do. I move Jonah back to right guard, and unless I get a really good offer for Patrick Poole, then he stays. So my offensive line, I've got 3 or 5 pieces. So I just need to find a left guard and a right tackle, which is what the Dolphins need to do anyway. I've just got a different center.
So when do you plan to get this quarterback? Like this your quarterback of your future. When do you plan to get him?
At the same time, the Dolphins plan to get him probably 27 or 28.
I, oh, that's a big deal. That's a big difference. 27 or 28. Because if it's 27, we got to do certain things differently than we would do in if it was 28. Because if it's 27, that's only 1 year away. So then it's like, well, if you're gonna rebuild so to where there's only 3 players on your whole team that was there from 25,
Oh, no, there's
you're
more
not
than three players.
hold up. You're not gonna put that quarterback in 2027. He's gonna have to sit out until it's safe for him to even play, or we're gonna David Carr this dude who has a ring, by the way. And I'm gonna hit you with it. Who did David Carr win the championship, a Super Bowl with? Now, I'm gonna be clear. He wasn't the starting quarterback, but David Carr does have a Super Bowl. Not Derek Carr, the people who we know, like Derek Carr played
Yeah.
for the Raiders and went to the Saints. That's Derek Carr. David Carr was his brother, who was supposed to be the future, maybe not the future, but he was supposed to be a really good quarterback. But the Texans ruined him because they started him, threw him in the fire, couldn't protect him. Probably broke a record with how many times he got hit and pressured and sacked. But he still ended up winning the Super Bowl. Who did David Carr win a Super Bowl with? We got the Jeopardy music. Can we go Jeopardy? Well, I'm about to throw this platform under the bus, but I'll
to,
wait
to, to
till
be
we get
fair, it's one of those things I didn't add.
all right,
Um,
we'll get it. We'll get it figured out.
um, my
Who did David Carr win the Super Bowl with?
I genuinely don't know. This is well before my time. I was gonna go for some reason the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but yeah, I generally don't know.
That's a good one. That's a good uh, that's a good Guess, but it was not. It was not. It was a NFC team.
There was the Packers.
It was the New York Giants.
Okay, fair enough.
He was, and that's, it's like, yo, you deserved it, bro. Congratulations. You got a ring. You were part of the group project and you took your lumps as a rookie in the first second. Your whole career went to crap, unfortunately. And I don't wish that on any player, not just any young quarterback, not just any quarterback, any player, bro. Like to come into the NFL and like your dream is to make it to the NFL. You make it to the NFL and then your career is toileted, tanked, sabotage, and it's like this is what my legacy is, bro. One of the worst quarterbacks in the history of football because the franchise didn't know what they were doing. That's messed up. Oddly enough, Tua had to survive some of that, but his career is looking a little different because of some self inflicted stuff.
Hmm.
But he did Tua did have to rise from the ashes.
No, it's yeah. No, to kind of go back to what I was saying about the rebuild, like yeah, obviously there will still be players from the 2025 season. Like even if I get rid of Achan, I've still got Ollie Gordon and Jalen Wright. You prob I say probably you kind of have no choice but to see what you got in the Malik and Charge Washington, the wide receiver who had the catch down pass from Quinn Ewers, the free agent, so the undrafted rookie, sorry. So again, you have the odd piece. It's just to be fair, it's a piece that the Dolphins are going to have anyway, which again goes back to can you really call it a competitive rebuild when you have nothing?
But those are not foundational pieces, is what I'm saying. That's you're not rebuilding around those pieces, is what I'm saying. Like the what I'm trying to say is you still have to have pieces to rebuild around. Whether it's the pieces that you're rebuilding around that's on your team now, or you're bringing them in this offseason to rebuild around them. You can't rebuild around nothing. Like there's not
Oh,
there's that's just malpractice. But we should get into overtime. And we don't have an outro set up because we're working out the kinks. It's the off season here. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not off season with Go Time Dolphins because there is no off season with Go Time Dolphins. But we changed platforms. We don't have an outro to go to. Welcome to overtime, Kadeem.
welcome to overtime. I don't have an overtime as it stands anyway. An overtime banner. Um, but what did you have for overtime?
Uh, I don't know. That's a good question.
I can say quickly. Our episode on Monday will be a free agency preview, so we'll
Mm-hmm.
be looking at what the Dolphins can do. We kind of expect there to be a few more moves over the weekend. Probably Minka gets traded. To might get cut. Um,
Oh, I got it. I got overtime. You ready?
yep.
Reports say something that Go Time Dolphins has said for over a year now. Well, not really a year, but since last season. Teams inquiring about a tour trade will need a first round pick from the Miami Dolphins to take him. Do you think a team out there does what the Detroit Lions did? And here goes a first round pick. Please take this quarterback off of our books, which the NBA does like every single season. Is there a team in the NFL that's going to say, hey, we'll take Tua off of your books, but you have to give us a first round pick too? Is there a team out there, Kadeem, that will do it?
Loads of teams, 100%. Yeah,
So
because
do you think
even
the
if you
Dolphins will do it?
don't use Tua, you still got a first round pick. Like to me, that's just the best deal in the whole entire world. Hey, give me a player I probably don't even want, and I get your first round pick. That's some. That's the kind of thing I would do with Miami Micah when I'm teaching him how to play Madden franchise mode. Like that's the kind of thing you do, and like yeah, that's just insane. That's like I've got a shiny Charizard here, like you give me £10 and something like that. Listen, nah, yeah, 100% teams do it, 100%, but the Dolphins don't. No way,
So you don't think the Dolphins should do it?
no, not
Like
at all.
get them off the books, yo, take the L, take our lumps, have pretty good caps standings, and just forfeit a first round pick, basically. I mean, we were forfeiting picks anyway with Ross and Greer
Yeah,
because Ross was casing us up.
no, I think if you was in a position where you had multiple first round picks, then you might do it, or if you know a Waddle's about to go for a first round pick, then again you might do it. But then even then, if you're going to get a first round pick from a trade, I'd rather keep the two first round picks. Like, yes, the cap is in a horrible, horrible situation. And with the cutting of Ingold and Sanders, I think we have 3 million in cap space right now. Um, but yeah, I'm if I'm rebuilding, resetting, restructuring, some word beginning of oh, I need a first round pick to do it, especially when it sounds like the Dolphins are doing all they can to trade back. Then yeah, I need a first round pick. How about you?
Yeah, I'm not in the business of giving away first round picks. I don't like tanking. I don't like what's that called? When tampering. I don't want to tamper. Like none of that. I need my picks. Probably because I like picking, like, and I feel like I could pick better players than what some of these boys actually pick. So I guess it should be well. It depends on who's using that pick. Really is the answer. But nah, man, we can't just be forfeiting picks. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. Who sings that song? Kadeem?
No idea.
Adele, bro. That's your
I,
girl, man. That's
I,
your London. Your Londoner.
I'm pretty sure we've discussed this. If not, we'll just I'll say it very quickly. I don't like Adele. I've never liked Adele. Yes, she can sing, but I'm an Amy Winehouse fan. And not that there's a rivalry, but I've listened
You
to like
don't like Adele, like, bro?
nope, hometown, all that like I have
She has
zero
a
time for
song
that.
called "Hometown."
That's why I said hometown.
Oh, I didn't know if you knew it. Like, I thought you
No, no,
just meant, oh, she's from the hometown.
no, no,
Like,
no, 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 no. No, I know of hometown and someone like you. Like I know of her major songs. Have no time for Adele at all.
how many Adele songs do you think you can name?
Two, hometown and someone like you.
You can name more than two Adele songs,
I can't
Kadeem.
name more than two Adele songs.
Kadeem, for the giveaway, we're gonna have a giveaway right now. If Kadeem could name 8 Adele
Oh,
songs,
it's impossible. Genuinely impossible. It is impossible.
yo,
You could have said, yeah, genuinely, if a genie came and said, if you can name eight Adele songs, the Dolphins will win 10 Super
all
Bowls
right,
in a
all
row.
right,
And it's impossible.
all right. 8 was a lie. I ain't gonna lie. 5. Kadeem,
No,
if you can name 5
nope.
Adele songs, we're gonna give away a Miami Dolphins hat. Let's try it, bro. You can try it, bro. Like, let's go. Let's go.
Does she have a song called 30?
I don't think
3
so.
0.
I don't think she has a song called that. Let's. I don't know about that one. I'm thinking you're gonna go to the bag and we're gonna get some easy songs, bro. But
Nope. I know Hometown and Someone Like You. That really is it. It might be a case where like a song will come on. I'm like, oh snap, that's Adele. Like if someone says that's Adele, but
so
I can.
she has an album. She should name her albums after her age. So
So
she has
that's
an
why I thought
album.
30. Yeah.
Yeah, and dang, Kadeem, that's crazy. I heard that you settled down and you found a girl and you married now. I heard that that your dreams came true. Dang, I'm gonna play some Adele when we sign off. Let's get up out of here.
Before we go, we have the Great Fin fan says I'm a booker over Waddle any day, Charlie.
At least we landed the plane there, great fans fan. At least we agree there.
And Idleman said, I think that story was bunk. You got Tua and 99 million in salary owed. No one is going to take a one and accept 99 million in debt.
I think somebody would though. Let's address that comment. Appreciate the comment. Let's address that comment. I think someone would. Let's look at a team who can afford to take Tua's contract that actually is in the market for a quarterback. I think a team will actually do it.
Most likely, yeah. It's just again, it's finding that team, and I think it's why some people thought he might go
And
to the
technically, it
Raiders.
wouldn't be debt, by the way, if they take him. It's his
It,
contract. It's the contract that he's owed.
yeah, but depends on what you think of him, I guess.
Right.
So I'm just. Oh, there's Adele chasing pavements. Okay, for some reason I thought that was Duffy.
You didn't even say that. Like the most popular, in my opinion, is "Hello, Hello."
Is that how
Me.
it's?
Dang, you didn't know
Oh
that was
snap!
nah,
Yeah.
bro. See, bro, you rock with Adele. You just didn't know that these songs are her.
Oh no! That's
I
not
was
rocking with Adele.
wondering if
That's
I
that's like
thought
someone's like, oh, Miss Jackson is Outcast. Doesn't mean they rock with Outcast.
Hold up,
They
but
just
you rock
happen
with
to
the
know.
song though. So you like? Hold up, do you like the song "Hello"?
No,
Oh my goodness.
no, I don't.
All right, we're done. We're done here.
Oh yeah, Rolling in the Deep.
Rolling in the deep, you could have had it
Oh snap! Yeah,
all. Rolling in the deep. Oh man, keep going. Let's go. Let's go another one. Let's go down memory lane.
25 has hello.
Hello, it's me. All right,
Water
we
under
got
the
that.
bridge.
No. We got to go a little bit younger, like 19 and 21. Those are
Oh,
the ones I rock with.
so-
Fire, set fire. I set fire to the rain. Watch it burn is a
yep, that's on 21.
yeah. That's a freaking album right there, boy. Yo,
I agree. It
she
is
got she got a
technically
song
an
called
album.
Love Song. It's a sample. That's a banger, bro. Yeah, you missing out, bro. You missing out.
I I mean, like if you had said I'm missing out because I haven't really dug into the Prince like discography, I'll be like, yeah, do you know what I am? Not Adele.
But how many songs qualify as you liking the artist? If you like 5 songs, I think you like that artist, bro.
If they've got 12 songs, then yeah, you like the artist. But if they've got 4 albums and like
And
40
you like
tracks,
5 songs. I don't think you dislike your artist though. If you like 5 of their songs and they got 4 albums, I don't think you like. Oh, I don't like the artist, but you like 5 of their songs. I don't
but I
think.
don't
Nah,
like 5 of those songs. I know of 5 of those songs. Like,
I think you like 5 of those songs, bro. I think I could play some songs that you'd be like, "Oh, this is a pretty good song. Who is this?" And I'll be like, "Oh, that's Adele."
I don't. I'm so confused as to why you don't believe me when I say I don't like Adele.
Hey, listen, man. Let's get about the paint, man. We did enough damage.
We have 3 more comments before we go because Idleman said, right now we have 50 players under contract. They need 53 for team and 7 for practice squad. Can have up to 90 for preseason, so we need 40 more. And then shout out to Miss Finns. She says, "Great show, guys.
Appreciate
Like
you.
and subscribe to GTD."
Appreciate
Appreciate
it.
you.
I
And
bet you Miss Finn's rock with Adele.
I met her once. I should have asked her. Although again, I'm not thinking to ask about Adele. I'm just not. But
Bro,
yeah.
when I go to London, bro, I find the phone booth and I take my London picture, and the caption is always "Hello, it's me." Like,
What
you
the
know what I'm
Lionel Richie
saying?
song?
No, that's "Hello."
And that's the better Hello song.
It is the better Hello song. I would not deny that. But but the second best Hello song in history is Adele's Hello.
I only know two Hello songs, so I can't even like disagree.
And I'm just saying both of them are bangers.
Oh, actually, look, I know we do this quite a lot. I do want to mention something very quickly because I thought of you the other day.
My dog.
So, Michael Jackson, Human Nature.
I'm gonna make a
That's
change.
not Human Nature.
That's it is not. It's Man in the Mirror. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
But yeah, the Michael Jackson song, Human Nature,
Mhm.
the instrumental is by Toto.
So he sampled Human Nature, is what you're saying?
No. So, when they were making the album and I was
Who's
looking
they? Who is
at
they?
Michael
Michael Jackson
Jackson,
or
Quincy Jones, all that lot,
okay.
they're
Oh, so
looking.
you're saying Toto played Human
So,
Nature?
yes and no. Toto had an instrumental which they sent to Quincy Jones,
Yeah,
and that instrumental turned out to be the song
Human
we know
Nature.
as Human Nature.
All right. So basically, in today's terminology, uh, Timberland produced a song and he sent it to somebody, and then someone went on top. And you know what? I'll give you a better one. Dr. Dre. You know the Still Dre.
Yeah.
Blim, 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 blim,
Yes.
blim, 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 blim. You know that's not Dre. I don't know if you knew that.
It, is that an English guy?
It's Scott Storch.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if Scott Storch is English or not, but
No, he's not. No, I know of Scott Storch, but
yeah, Scott,
there's a
that's Scott Storch, and Scott Storch don't get his flowers, bro.
not at all.
Scott Storch's contribution to hip hop, bro, is it needs to be studied, bro, because they be crapping on dude, bro. And Scott Storch has contributed some bangers, some hits to hip hop, bro.
Actually, yeah.
And that's what
Uh,
Toto did basically with Michael Jackson. Is what you're
Still
saying.
Dre, credited as a composer, but
Mhm.
singles produced. You Got Me, The Roots, and Erica Badu. It's an
Baby, you
abs.
know that you got
That's an
me. Don't
absolute.
you worry about
That
what.
is a
That's
tune.
bro. That's two, bro. That's like two of them, bro. If we're having a top 100, that's the two top 100 songs. Scott Storch produced both of them.
Do you remember in Germany at like, the Dolphins party and stuff like that?
Yeah.
What the question was like, oh, does this make your top?
Yeah, does
Like,
this make the top 100? Yeah.
yeah, that's
And I was saying that you would be surprised how many songs don't make the top 100 because there's so many songs that need to be in the top 100. Those two are undeniably in the top 100 of hip hop songs.
yeah.
What other songs you got?
He's got uh, Me, Myself, and I, Beyonce.
I think he did Lean Back.
He's got Lean Back.
Hey, you know what else he got?
What's that?
I don't want to say it because I don't think it's public information. So I don't want to say that.
Okay, he's got Let Me Love You by Mario.
Hold on. We can't just song past that song. Baby, I just don't get it. You enjoy being hurt. I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on his shirt. You don't believe his stories. Woo! You know that they're all lies. What you got? As bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, I know someone's singing the other part. Never worry about. I'm telling you. All right, what other songs you got?
He has
Those
Make It
got bangers,
Rain,
man.
Fat
Who?
Joe, Lil Wayne. That is a tune.
Which one?
Make It Rain.
I'll make it rain. I'll make it rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's top 100 though, but that's a banger.
It's not. I think those are the ones he's probably only got that are like top 100 because he's got like Lighters Up, Lil Kim, Run It, Chris Brown, Jules Santana. Yeah, he's got X Exhibit. Again, not a top
Blam,
100 song,
blam,
but
blam, 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 blam.
Candy Shop, 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
he's got
and when you
bangers.
say these songs, I can hear Scott Storch in all of them. Like I can hear his thing. But yeah, man, Scott Storch don't get credit. So what you're saying is Toto did that with Michael Jackson, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. which is
And
interesting.
like, all right, we'll see our way out with this one. Hold on. You know, I always feel like somebody's watching
Michael
me.
Jackson, yeah.
Well, that's not a Michael Jackson song. I don't know if
No,
you
it's
knew that.
not, but he sung the thing, yeah.
You know whose song that is? Who is that?
Is it Rocky Horror Show?
Rockwell.
Rock, yeah, yeah.
Rockwell is Rockwell. So Michael Jackson and Rockwell, I think they were friends or they knew each other. They were cool. You know what I'm saying? I think they were cordial. They were cool. I don't know how close of friends they were. Um, and there's a version of it without Michael Jackson on it, and then there's a version with Michael Jackson on it. Bro, that's if you're gonna be a one-hit wonder, bro, that's how you go out. You know what I'm saying? But same thing with Miami's own Flow Rider with T-Pain Low. The writer who wrote Low was on the hook, and you'll hear songs, so they got the apple
Yeah.
bottom jeans. So there's versions of it without T-Pain on it, and people don't even recognize it's not T-Pain. It's the actual person whose song it was. And then you'll hear the enhanced version with T-Pain, obviously, which made the song blow up. There's a lot of stuff that go on in music, man. I don't miss, by the way, but yeah.
Do you want to admit that Michael Jackson didn't come up with the moonwalk?
Michael Jackson came up with the moonwalk.
He didn't. I
Bro,
literally sent you screenshots.
we're gonna save it for the moonwalk episode, bro. We're
I
gonna
le-
save for the Did We Land on the Moon episode that we're gonna. It's a tradition here on Go Time Dolphins. Yeah, nah, bro, you acting. Michael Jackson made the moonwalk.
I sent you photos. Also, Adelman's message about Geno Smith being cut. We'll deal with that on Monday in the free agency preview. So until the next time, and excuse the janky ending, but we shall see you soon. Peace.